What's going on, guys? I love this shirt. I wear this shirt a lot now. What's going on, guys? This is Corey from iRock Nation 87, branch off of TZ Nation 87. I wanted to bring to you how the whole entire swap process happened. The video is going to be a lot longer than normal, so that's why I'm breaking it up into two different parts. One about the teardown, one about it being put inside of the car, up the part, and running. Before we get to the video, Romans 12, verse 5. So we, being many bodies of one body of Christ, for we all remember each other. So if you're wrapped in the blood of Christ, and your love and your devotion, your soul, your spirit, everything that's like, I feel him right now. Everything that that's of you is of Christ, and everybody who's around you as well. So now, with that being said, let's get to the video and keep that first and foremost. Hello, those of you who are asking what's going on with this LSA. Yep, it's gonna look a lot better until I take it apart. Yeah. It's about time. So those of you wondering, still got to do these. These are next. I had to repaint those. There's a couple of scratches. I had to repaint them. Modify the brackets. Line on the pistons. There's a lot of black stuff in here. What's doing is this. This is what's doing it all. It's told by a guy who is a 454 4-barrel carbureted big block kind of guy, and told me to go with this, so I went with that, and it's working like a dream. And just like that, valve covers are done and they look hidden. That's how I like it. It's juices in the planet. Yeah, it's brake clean. Make sure to get the liquid out, so when I'm cleaning it, it's get trapped inside of there. And all that stuff, all that grime and growth, all their stuff gets trapped underneath the hair. It's getting smooth, a lot more smooth. I got a little bit more to go in here. The snout, then I disconnect the snout, and then I go inside of here. Well, on the other side of this, then that'll be done. Go in here. Not too many people go in here. I'm going in here as well. Make sure that's rounded out, smoothing that surface right in there, smooth that out. So it's like it'll be smooth. So it's like a bypass valve, so the access air doesn't go in there. Make sure that if it's the access air, make sure it's smooth. At least a +1 horsepower. At least to get some, maybe a better fuel economy. All these are going to be rounded off. Got to make sure that it doesn't get too much of those. Make sure I round these off. Make sure I round this out, and then that'll be done. As far as the heads go, I'm cleaning those up right now. When you see that, these heads, this is like the before. It's going to be ported and polished in there. Clean this up, polish that, take an exhaust valves. All this stuff you see is there. And of course, like I said, I got dual titanium, about a new set of these as well. Everything will be race application, so these will definitely these are trash. Got this here. Now, pulled out the lifters. Told you we were getting down and gritty. Pulled out the lifters. Seems to be a little bit of normal wear and tear on the oil. The lifters, trust me, I checked them all before I pulled them out. I'm just making sure I show you. Just gonna pick ones here and there. There's a lot of oil and coke that I'm getting out. And the cam is in the right condition. It's just normal wear and tear. See where these travel on here. How they travel right there. They travel on there as they go on. This is in the right condition. It's just normal wear and tear. See, it's not like that. It's nothing. Check inside the bearings in a second. And it's just normal wear and tear. That's all. Seems to be fine. Just a little bit of wear and tear and oil. That's it. I've seen people run these cams, but I've seen them when they don't have anything to lube them up. What in your rabbit ass mind would you think by putting water on it? Yes, some people will put water in there. They think it would be fine just to put it in it. Me, on the other hand, I think that's so fucking retarded. Me, what I think you should start out with, if any Lucas oil, start out with oil. When the oil dries, it's still a solution. It's still a lubricant. Anything is better than putting nothing on it. Don't put water on it. Water dries out everything. If you don't have anything like Lucas oil or stuff like that, I will use Pt1, which is, for anybody saying, brand new. It's brand new. So just put some of this new oil and grease the whole cam. Slide it in inch by inch. So we get up to here, fill that up, and we're good. Let's get it. I'll let you know, I don't play around. I'm putting it's dripping with oil. It's dripping with oil. That's the droppings. That's how much I'm putting in. I'm not playing around. Sorry, my phone is a little bit oily. It's installed and can definitely move it freely. Like that, could definitely move it in freely. See, I was gonna reuse this, however, the seal isn't there. I'm not gonna run it just like this, so I'm gonna order a new part. I'm going to assemble this and put this back on, but I'm not going to run it. It's time for assembly. I'm going to take this off, letting you know. See that's the oil pump. I'm definitely getting a new oil pump. LS2 is like, why didn't you put a cam in me? Don't worry, man. He will get the Texas Speed Stage 4 cam. TSP 4, it's gonna be NA. Don't worry, you will get it. I had time to sit down and marinate for a little bit, but like I told you, I'm doing this with one hand. I'll light this down a little bit. I'm getting all that off. Gotta let it marinate and get the rest of that off. It's about that port and polish job. So, starting here, doing that in here. Yeah. See? The reporting job. This piece right here, it is so smooth. Oh my gosh, it's so smooth. That's what I'm doing. Here's the next day. Do a cold start for one of my other videos. Right now. Maintenance. This is the LS7 lifters. Well, last time I took out the old lifters, the old LS7 lifters. I'm sure you've seen that already. The cam's already inside, installed, and there is already cleaned up. Got to drop them in. So let's do that now. I'll put some of this on there, and then I'm gonna put some of this on there. High mileage, and then we're just gonna put them in. Know where to sit this, know where to put you guys. It's the only way I can do it. There's the before, there's the after. Always freeze these things up. That's what I put on. Like that. There's one set, and I'll do that for each 16. Grand finale is just like that. We are done. One pro quick tip: when you're facing these, make sure that your holes are facing your oil galleries. Make sure your holes are facing your hole galleries. The cam's installed, lifters are installed. What's next? So now that it's in the bag, everything is done. Now let's go into the next thing, because this bag's going to stay on until everything is ready to be bolted back on. All right, let's get to the next thing. For the Nick Williams, go on here. Yes. That's beginning to look a lot better. Nick Williams 102. Heads are just about done. Working on that port job, that's smooth. Just for a nice airflow, for it to be nice and smooth. That's it. And then after that, then I got the other one to work on, and we put these in there. Once it's done, then we put these in there. Also wanted to let you know the water pump is here, as well as the gasket. This head is pretty much almost done. I just gotta clean this cook out. After that, it should be clean. As well as the underneath there is clean. It's just the drippage from the other side. I'm working on the port job for the intake side. The exhaust I'm just gonna touch up. It's a lightly porting, but mostly polishing that smooth finish, that smooth baby finish. Good airflow. So put all of the stuff on there, the BTR stuff, and we're gonna complete this. And this will be a complete head, put on the gaskets and the valve cover, and this head will be done. And then it'll be time to jump on to the next one. Then I'm about to get started with the catch can. Watching some 30 Max Jack. SE7 was looking great, sounding great. Put this on here. It's an old video, by the way. So watching that, and I'm gonna put this on here. I don't want to lose any parts. I don't want to lose any bolts. So I'm gonna bolt it right up. Still watching 30 Max Jack. As the heads are inside of the car. There we go. And they're inside of the car. Because remember the supercharger pulley is like right here. And it's right on the edge, so both of them will be on the same. But yep, the supercharger pulley is going to be right where my pinky is. Not this one, but this one, and this will hang right off. So yeah, we're great. I don't need to make a bracket. I could just tighten it down, over torque it, and tighten it down good. Yep, that's done. Let's see how it's starting to come along. It'll be straight up like that. See how it's starting to come along, and see how that's hidden. Here we go. Guys, just like that, we are done. This is the other side. And you see all that dirt, grit, and grime. See in there, the dirt, grit, and grime. And here you can see the dirt, grit, and grime. This is what that head over there used to look like. Now, here's for the new head. Carbon's gone. There's only a little bit. It's around these. Taking them out now. Clean. That's done. This is all cleaned up, just around the edges. Put some degreaser and let it soak. For instance, all I gotta do is just wipe it off. It's done. I ported them enough. I didn't want to shine, but I ported them enough that they're smooth. I mean, these are like so. These feel like this. Feel like the bear, the cylinder head. It literally feels like.
And before we hop into the video, guys, make sure you go down.
It feels
enter to win the bullet.
Like, oh my gosh, there was so much bumps around here, made the edges so rough. But I really smoothed it out. I just can't. Yo, this cylinder head, man. They're great. Now I gotta get the other one. It's time to do the other one. Yeah, and all this stuff here is from the headers. Headed is in the dirt and grit and grime. And watch this Mustang lifestyle, by the way. Also, we have that dropped in here, then we put everything back together, including that. Now, guys, we are here, okay? So give me 1 second. I was trying to do a mock-up to see what's going on. This is essentially what it's gonna look like once it's inside. Oh, basically, the real reason why I put this in here is because I wanted to get a real, actual mock-up of how I wanted it to connect. Yeah. It's gonna run there. Because I can pull this off and attach it to the other one. So you've seen that last video, right? So you can see that I put this on and I'll put the bolts in here. So everything's ready to assemble. The next thing I want to do is take this part off right there and then put that on. Just like that, all the parts are transferred for the water pump. So there, the thermostat, that, the hose, the bolts, ready. Something that I gotta remodify the brackets to put this on there. Kind of want to retrofit it to make it look like that. I'm gonna try to figure out something. Now to let you know that I have the NGK spark plugs now. We're going over to the LSA now. And the heads are done. The heads are done. Motor mystery oil will knock that out anyway. Inside the runners. And there. There. Now it's time to go to this one. That's my team. IRT is my team, and yeah. And they're versing TS. The heads are done. That's the carbon buildup that I couldn't get around. Marbles, Mr. Oil is gonna get rid of that. I have it sitting on a sub. It's done. MGK spark plugs is inside. Oh, they're racing. Like, watch this. I can't work on this head. So, yeah, this is actually coming out a lot faster than the first one did. And that side is clean. All I gotta do is clean the other side, do a light porting, and then polish it. And this is done. This is going a lot faster. The next, let me turn this down, Mr. Richard. Next one that I'm doing, take this off, solid isolator, and what you see I'm already starting. And just round these off, lightly port and polish them. This is done. Yeah. Let's do an LS2 injector. NGK spark plugs are installed. As I put that piece with the thermostat is cool at temp. We're good. DiGiorno. That looks really great. That's with their old MSD coil packs in there. That's how it's gonna look. It's gonna look great. You gotta wait for gaskets on that. Like that, essentially on a supercharger. It'll look like that. That looks real good. That'll be next. But let me show you. This is where we're at. That's the last one I gotta do. Pretty much for the rough copy, this is done. To get the real fine finish, it'll be that, and then this will be done. Exhaust, ports. Like I said, I gotta finish that one. Nice. And it's so smooth too. And I gotta finish that one. I'm coming up soon. Waiting for that. I forgot to tell you one thing. I actually modified and made my own brackets. So it'll sit up higher for the LSA. So it'll sit up higher like this underneath. These brackets are, I forgot. They're made out of the same, actually they're thicker than this. I have them paint matched. I made my own and make sure that I had them power coated. Made my own extension brackets for the bar. And I'm selling this, but I'm keeping that because I want that for the NA 416 build on the 410 Trans Am. Same thing for that. Let me turn this down. This is done. I've been had down here. It's so smooth. I had to port those smooth. First time I felt that. Smooth, smooth, smooth. Exhaust, smooth, 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 and again, smooth. Busting chambers. You can, when I tilt this up, watch the light. See how that light shines in there from the TV? Fine. Look at that shine. Look at that shine. From the TV. Look at that shine. So the heads are done. Yeah, the heads are done. Get a before and after. Here's before. And here's the after. And there. We got to shine it out of here. Look at that. This one is done. And this one is done. I'm still waiting on stuff for the rockers and the valve chain components. I'm still waiting for stuff. It's starting to come together. The next thing is this. And now we got to work in this supercharger. Disconnect all of this and we'll work inside there to finish up and do everything I need to do, and then everything is done. And those are new gaskets, by the way. Just to give you a brief setup like how I'm gonna have to cut it. I'm gonna have to cut it like that. Tilt, because it'll tilt up. But I'm gonna make sure that I do it like that. Put it on an angle. Alright, let's work on the superchargers. That's next. Yes, I also listen to trance as well, in case you wanted to. And now we're gonna get down to the supercharger, guys. Watching Brave Wilderness. I like their channel. I like exactly what they do. This kind of falls underneath Life Adventures. They're doing the whole search for amoeba, a brain-eating amoeba thing. This was a spring isolator. These tend to always fail. You have one of these, get rid of them. All right, guys, get rid of them. And Hawks Motorsport. See, look, that's what I'm talking about.
And the reason it's called brain-eating amoeba, that's exactly what it does. This amoeba will enter your brain and you will die from it. Documented are fatal. Very few.
That's in southern Florida too.
An infection of brain-eating amoeba. Almost 100% fatality rate, something like 98%.
And here's the installation. Solid isolators installed. It's time to port this. And let me turn this down. Oh, Brave Wilderness. So for the supercharger, the only thing now I got to do is polish the runners. The actual tool to do the whole port. Try to get most as I could. Got to finish there. I also got in here. My job has and fully blow it out. It won't be any shards in there after that. Blows out. It's 100 psi, 150 psi. This will blow this right clean. As far as this is pretty much almost done. By the way, I flattened it out and I tapped into there. Well, that's on the shirt. This is almost done anyway. This has been ported out here. I ported all this out. Smooth and it's ported. I gotta polish it now. Touch on this right now. This side is ported and polished. The other side is not ported and polished. And I'm gonna do that right now. And the bolts. And the supercharger is done. Take it to my shop to blow out everything in there. Add all the metal shrouds. And there's an air blow up compressor thing. And it'll blow all that out. All I gotta do is twist it up. And now this supercharger is done. Gotta do the outside stuff and the outside stuff. And it's 100% done. And I finished in here. You see it's nice and ported.
Go to www.itsjustsix.com right now, and every dollar that you spend will get you an automatic entry to win this car. Plus, right now, we've got all of our new designs and everything out on the site, so what better time than now? Go get entered in a win. Good luck. See you next time.
Yeah, that was when that was happening. This is almost pretty much done. I gotta hit this, touch that up, and then we're good. Well, I see the video about the whole teardown taking place, about the harness being taken out. Pretty sure you guys seen that. You won't see that. This should be the last time that you should see this in here. Watching Richard. Supercharger is done. Let me move this on the side here. Ported it out as much as I could. It's definitely smooth. It's smooth in here. Now the snout. The snout was done. It's nice, ported and polished. Get it out. You can even see my finger in here. See that? See, look right here where I'm pointing, and I put my finger down here. See that? It's ported, polished, and the supercharger is done. All the isolator, the gasket stuff it was. Get the gasket stuff, pull it around here, pull all around here. The butterfly valve is already tilted up. It's already closed 100%. That would automatically make 600 right from the stock right there. So supercharger is done and the heads are done. This is ready. Ported throttle body is ready. I'm waiting on parts because I gotta get for the rocker arms, valve chain components, and for the bars as well. Almost done. Got the intake as well. I gotta do something with this too. I gotta cut it a certain way. We're almost done. What I mean, solid isolator. See? No play at all. But I gotta get the gasket stuff. Now that all of this is now ready, let me just do this. Okay, just bear with me, please. Just keep the rest of the parts are coming in for the LSA. I want to show you a mock-up of exactly how it's going to look. As you know that last episode I took all that stuff off. This is what it's really going to look like when everything is said and done. 3, 2, 1. And everything's said and done. This is exactly how it's going to look. Catch can there. I got to get a new piece. I got to get that. I just got to get a new piece. 102 throttle body, poured and polished. Everything is done. Solid isolator. See? Everything is solid, set and done. MSD coil packs. How I have it on there. Everything's set and done. That's it. That looks great. It definitely looks good. Wow. MSD. Everything. It looks great, man. This really, next I gotta, well, because that will be going on the side up here. The reservoir, however, I'm going to have to reroute the reservoir, put the reservoir somewhere else. That piece that goes up like that, that'll be like that. I wanted to do a mock-up and I just wanted to put things together a little bit just to see exactly what it will look like. BTR, stage 4 cam, port and polish heads, port and polish supercharger, ported and polished throttle body. Well, it's already been ported and polished. Ported and polished snout. Everything has been reworked. It's been redone. The oil pumps on the way. Actually, a high flowing. This is essentially what a 900 horsepower engine is going to look like. Well, 940 horsepower car is essentially going to look like inside a Dragon. This is, like I said, this is coming out. Alright guys, just wanted to show you that. I wanted to get a mock-up exactly how it will look. Turn on the wide mode because I wanted to store this extra on there. This is going to be like that. And it's going to have that on there. Well, it's not to mention we have the 1.8 rockers that's in there for high revving. It's going to be revving to 8K. We have the push rods and everything else. The cam BTR. 940, 950 horsepower engine. Street drift car, drift car, on around the tracks, some time attacks. If I can get a 9.5, I'll be great. Other than that, yeah. That looks great. Look at that. Wow. That looks good. So essentially that's what all that's gonna have. Next time it should be together. After the parts that I'm going to reveal, I said to team it out, and it is time for me to get myself back into the house. LSA. Yeah, buddy. Tucked and routed the way that I wanted to go. Looking so fresh, so clean. The LSA is looking great. Like I said, I'm doing this video today, going out today. And this will be going in a couple of days, about 2 or 3 days from now. It will be like an hour video, so I just wanted to show you guys everything, and I didn't want to bore you guys. Well, I didn't want you guys to sit through a long video. So this is where I'm at now. This is going to be put in here. Alright guys? There's still some stuff that I'm waiting for. I'm doing it off camera. And this is going to be dropped in here, and this is going to be taken out. Alright? Now, this video I'm going to show after, when this is in here. I'm going to show after, and I'm going to explain to you guys, like, it being in here is going to be, that being in here is going to be first. And how I did it is going to come afterwards. So just letting you know. Alright, so it's going to be like, hey, see, I have this in here. Next, I'm going to say blah, 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 blah. I'm going to show you how it all happened. So, just let you know that. But, anyway, guys, we've been here for almost a half an hour. And I greatly thank you guys. So with that being said, be sure to keep it cheesy all the way to the end. Follow God in your heart first and foremost, because without God, none of this stuff, the beautiful stuff, the sky, houses, anything, cars, none of this would be possible without him. God created man, so God created human. Humans put this together. Without humans putting this together, this wouldn't be here, because God put. Without God, humans wouldn't be able to put this together at all. So, thank God for everything you get. So, with that being said, I say keep it easy all the way to the end. Take care and have a great day. But